Good morning, brothers and sisters. Today, I want to remind you of a truth that transcends every season, every struggle, and every delay in your life. It is the truth that God's timing is still perfect. Yes, no matter what you are facing, no matter how long the wait, no matter how uncertain the road ahead may seem, God's timing remains flawless. Let me talk to you today about something that might shake your soul a little bit, because I know you've been praying. I know you've been waiting. I know you've been fasting and asking, Lord, when? Lord, why not now? But hear me when I say this. Asterisk, God's timing is not your timing. Asterisk, and that's where the struggle lies. See, we live in a world that worships speed microwaves, instant downloads, express deliveries. But God doesn't operate like that. He's not on your clock. He's not in your rush. He is eternal. He is sovereign, and His timing is always, always perfect, even when it feels painfully slow to you. You can't hurry a God who lives outside of time. You can't push a Creator who sees the end from the beginning. He knows the steps before you even take them. He knows the closed doors, the missed opportunities, the delays. He knows exactly why He's holding back that answer you're begging for. Because sometimes what we call delay is actually asterisk divine protection asterisk. What we call waiting is actually asterisk preparation asterisk. He's not just trying to asterisk bless asterisk you. He's trying to asterisk build asterisk you. And anything built fast is often built fragile. But what God builds in time, what He strengthens through patience, it will asterisk last asterisk. You see, when you try to force your own timing, when you kick down doors that God hasn't opened, you end up with blessings that break you, relationships that drain you, and opportunities that weren't yours to begin with. But if you would asterisk wait asterisk on the Lord, if you would trust that He knows what He's doing, your soul would find peace in the pause. Because the wait doesn't mean God said no. The wait means God is saying, not yet. I'm still working on you. I'm still shaping the moment so it fits the miracle I have prepared for you. Let me be real. Waiting is not easy. Waiting tests your character, your endurance, your obedience. But it's in the waiting where faith is purified. It's in the silence that your roots grow deeper. So don't confuse God's silence for absence. Don't confuse His timing for neglect. He has not forgotten you. He has not abandoned the promise. He is just not on your schedule. And thank God for that. Because some of us would have stepped into things too soon. Some of us would have settled for less. Some of us would have ruined what God was still preparing to bless. So instead of saying, Lord, hurry up, start saying, Lord, help me trust you. Help me trust that the delay is not a denial. Help me see that your ways are higher, your thoughts are deeper, and your timing, your perfect, powerful, purposeful timing, is always right on time. Because He's never early, He's never late. He is God, and His timing is still perfect. There is a reason for the season you're in right now. It may feel dry. It may feel dark. It may feel like you're walking through a valley with no end in sight. But hear me. Asterisk to everything there is a season, and a time for every purpose under heaven asterisk. You didn't just wander into this moment by accident. This isn't just life happening to you. No, this is divine design. This is the hand of God orchestrating your steps in a rhythm you might not understand, but will one day thank Him for. Every season, yes, every one of them has purpose. You don't get to skip winter and jump straight into spring. You don't get to live in harvest without first enduring the planting. Some of us want the reward without the responsibility. We want the promise without the process, but God doesn't work like that. He uses asterisk seasons asterisk to shape us, to prepare us, to mold us into what we were always meant to become. That's why you're going through what you're going through. That's why it hasn't been easy. That's why the road has felt rough. Because God is using the season to work something deep inside of you. You don't plant a seed today and see fruit tomorrow. There's a time to plant. There's a time to water. There's a time to wait, and then asterisk, only then asterisk. There's a time to harvest. But if you walk away in the waiting season, if you curse the ground while the seed is still under soil, you'll miss the miracle. You'll miss what God was doing when you couldn't see anything happening. Let me tell you, your current season doesn't define your destiny. It develops it. Just because it's hard doesn't mean it's not holy. Just because it's quiet doesn't mean God isn't speaking. Some of the most powerful moves of God happen when everything around you feels still. Because it's in the stillness, in the waiting, in the slow, quiet grind of time, that God prepares you for what He promised you. You might be in a season of loneliness, but that doesn't mean you're unloved. It means God is drawing you closer to Him. You might be in a season of lack, but that doesn't mean you're forgotten. It means He's teaching you to rely on His provision. You might be in a season of transition, but that doesn't mean you're lost. It means He's shifting you towards something greater. So don't resent your season. Don't fight against it. Don't wish it away. Asterisk, embrace it. Asterisk, learn from it. Let it do the work God intended it to do. Because when the season changes, and it will when the winds shift and the breakthrough comes, you'll look back and realize that every tear, every trial, every waiting moment was necessary. And you'll know without a doubt, God had a purpose for your season, and it was all part of His perfect plan. Sometimes what feels like a delay is really divine preparation. You think God is holding you back, but He's actually setting you up. You think the blessing is late, but He's just making sure asterisk you're ready to carry it asterisk. See, we often ask God for things we're not ready to receive. We want the platform, but we haven't built the character. We want the promise, but we haven't been through the process. And God loves you too much to let you step into something that will crush you instead of grow you. Don't let the enemy lie to you in your waiting season. Don't let him convince you that God's silence means He's forgotten you. No, God is working while you're waiting. He's arranging people, moving pieces, shaping situations. But more than that, He's working on asterisk you asterisk. He's developing the patience you'll need when the blessing comes. He's deepening your faith so you can walk into rooms and not lose your mind when things don't go your way. He's toughening your skin so criticism won't destroy you, and softening your heart so success won't corrupt you. Think about it. If God gave you the business too early, would you know how to manage it? If He gave you the relationship before you healed, would you know how to love without bleeding on someone else? If He gave you the platform without the pruning, would you speak from pride or purpose? God delays what you're not ready to hold. He waits until the foundation is solid before He puts weight on it. That delay, that pause, that not yet. It's grace, it's mercy in disguise. Look at David. He was anointed king as a young man, but he didn't take the throne right away. He had to run, hide, fight, and wait. Why? Because the oil had to mature in private before it could shine in public. If David had taken the crown too soon, he wouldn't have survived the weight of leadership. And the same is true for you. You're not being denied. You're being developed. So stop cursing the delay and start embracing the preparation. Stop asking how long and start asking, what do you want me to learn in this? Because when God prepares you, He doesn't just give you the blessing. He gives you the strength to keep it asterisk. He doesn't just open the door. He teaches you how to walk through it with humility, with gratitude, and with power. When the preparation is complete, the release will come, and it will come suddenly. You'll look back and realize that every moment of waiting was worth it. That the delay wasn't punishment, it was preparation. God was getting you ready for something greater than you even prayed for. And when it comes, you'll be able to say, now I see why He made me wait. Now I understand the delay was part of the design. There's a story in the Word that teaches us something powerful about timing, about delay, about purpose. It's the story of Joseph. Oh, yes, that dreamer. That favored son with a coat of many colors, walking in confidence, speaking bold visions, telling his brothers about the greatness that was coming. But what Joseph didn't know was that the dream was real, yes, but the asterisk path to it would be painful asterisk. The promise was sure, but the asterisk process would be slow asterisk. Joseph was thrown into a pit, not because he did anything wrong, but because God was positioning him. Sold into slavery, falsely accused, imprisoned for something he didn't do, anyone else would have given up. Anyone else would have said, God, where are you? But God was there the whole time, right in the middle of the betrayal, right in the middle of the silence, right in the prison cell, because what looked like detours were actually divine directions. What looked like delays were the very steps necessary to get him to the palace. You've got to understand, just because you're in a pit today doesn't mean the palace isn't coming. Just because it looks like the dream has died doesn't mean the vision was a lie. Sometimes, before God brings you into position, He lets you walk through the very opposite of what He promised. He lets you taste the pain so you'll recognize the power. He allows the pit so that when the promotion comes, you'll know it wasn't by your own strength. It was asterisk, all God asterisk. Joseph didn't skip the process. He went through years asterisk of waiting. He was faithful when forgotten. He was consistent when overlooked. And when the time came, when Pharaoh needed an interpreter for a dream, when the right moment aligned with the right person, God brought Joseph out suddenly. Overnight he went from prisoner to prime minister. What took years of struggle was reversed in one moment of favor. And that's how God works. He will allow you to go low so He can build you up the right way. He will allow the pressure so He can produce purpose in you. The very thing the enemy meant to destroy you is the thing God will use to elevate you. The pit is not your end. The prison is not your final stop. It's just part of the journey. Because when it's time when God says it's time nothing can stop the blessing. No brother, no liar, no jail cell, no delay, nothing can stop what God has ordained. So take heart. If Joseph made it, you can make it too. If God could turn a pit into a palace for him, He can do it for you. Stay faithful, stay ready, because when it's time, when the doors swing open, you'll walk into everything God promised. And you'll know asterisk every tear, every test, every trial asterisk. It was all worth it. The dream was real. The delay was part of the preparation. And God's timing was perfect all along. Faith and patience, they are two sides of the same coin. You can't walk in real faith without learning how to wait, and you can't wait well without trusting in the one who holds your future. It's easy to shout when the blessing shows up. It's easy to praise when the breakthrough hits your doorstep. But what do you do when heaven is silent? What do you do when the doors stay closed? The healing hasn't come, the promotion hasn't arrived, and the promises feel like distant dreams. That's when you find out whether your faith is built on feelings or on the unshakable truth of who God is. God is not in a rush like we are. He is not pressured by the ticking of the clock. He's not worried about deadlines because he is the author of time itself. And he will not give you what you're asking for until your heart is in the place to carry it with grace. So, what does he do? He teaches you to wait, and not just wait in frustration, but to wait with expectation. Wait with praise, wait with trust, because true maturity in the Spirit says, even if I don't see it yet, I believe it's still working for my good. When you understand that, you stop being frantic in the delay. You stop pacing the floor and start bowing in worship. Because you realize if God hasn't moved yet, then it must not be time. And if it's not time, then there's still something in this season that God is doing asterisk in you asterisk. Sometimes the wait is about the wait. God is building something in you that can stand the weight of the blessing you've been praying for. Patience is not passive. It's powerful. It doesn't mean doing nothing. It means staying rooted, staying faithful, staying available while God works behind the curtain. While you wait, you worship. While you wait, you prepare. While you wait, you keep showing up in faith, even when you feel forgotten. Because he has asterisk, not asterisk, forgotten you. You are not abandoned. Heaven has not gone blind to your tears. Abraham had to wait. Moses had to wait. Jesus himself waited 30 years before stepping into public ministry. If the Son of God had to wait for his appointed time, what makes us think we can skip the process? Waiting is not punishment, it is positioning. God is setting the stage. He is aligning people, timing, situations, and your asterisk, own soul asterisk, so that when the promise shows up, you're not just blessed by it. You're asterisk ready for it asterisk. So don't get weary in well-doing. Don't throw away your confidence just because the calendar doesn't match your expectation. God's promises are still yes and amen. His word does not return void. And if he said it, he will do it asterisk in his time asterisk. You just keep walking, keep believing, keep trusting, because your faith and your patience are preparing you for something greater than you can imagine. There is power in your mouth, power in your declaration, power in what you speak while you wait. You may not be able to control the timing of the blessing, but you asterisk can asterisk control what comes out of your mouth in the meantime. And let me tell you, if you want to walk into what God has for you, you've got to learn to speak life even when you feel like you're surrounded by death. Speak hope even when everything looks hopeless. Speak trust when your emotions are screaming fear, because your words are not just filling the air. They're asterisk shaping your faith asterisk. Sometimes the breakthrough doesn't come because we keep canceling it with our own confession. We pray for it and then speak against it. We say, God, I trust you, but then we say, nothing ever works out for me. We ask for open doors, but then we say, maybe it just wasn't meant to be. No, that's not the language of faith. That's the language of defeat. And you cannot speak defeat and expect to walk in victory. You've got to line your words up with what you believe God is going to do. Open your mouth and declare, God is still working. My delay is not my denial. What he promised he will perform. I may not see it yet, but I believe it's on the way. Speak it in the valley. Speak it in the midnight hour. Speak it through your tears, because sometimes that's the only weapon you've got left, your declaration of faith in the dark. And while you're speaking, you've got to stay in position. That means prepare like it's coming. Act like the door is about to open. Praise like the miracle is already on the way, because when God does move, and he will asterisk. You don't want to be caught unready. You want to be found expecting asterisk. That's the kind of faith that attracts heaven, not passive faith, not empty hope, but active expectation that says, I don't know when, I don't know how, but I know who and because I know who, I can rest in the timing. Don't let the enemy use the delay to steal your declaration. He'll try to get you to shut your mouth. He'll try to fill your mind with doubt, discouragement, and despair, but you've got to open up your mouth anyway. Speak over your family, speak over your future, speak over your finances, speak over your calling. Say, God's timing is perfect. He's never failed me, and he's not about to start now. You may be standing in a quiet season, but silence is not the absence of movement. God is still arranging, still aligning, still preparing. And when that moment hits, when the time comes, it will be worth every word you spoke in faith. So don't stop speaking. Don't stop believing. The promise is coming. The shift is near. Your voice is the sound that tells heaven, I'm ready,